It is day 22 of my Grown and Gathered challenge. My family's cooking hot a hobby here, mixed up pancakes. And I'm working on my breakfast over here. I got a complete breakfast of some green papaya grated up to make a hash brown. And then I got some breakfast sausage from the hog and an egg, one egg from the chickens. So I'm looking forward to a good breakfast to get the day started. Hey, morning guys.
Morning.
How's your breakfast?
Dad, I feel bumps on my pancakes.
Ooh, bumps on your pancakes? Here's my breakfast. One of the best ones I've had so far, I think.
That's a well-balanced breakfast.
That looks really good.
I feel balanced.
So I came out to my property today to pick up some Pro Nuke boxes for making bee colony splits next week. And while I'm up here, I'm gonna take some time to get out in the woods, do a little foraging. I want to get some more wild citrus and possibly some mushrooms. It rained a lot last week, so I'm hoping maybe to find some oyster mushrooms out here in the woods. And once in a while, I'll even find some lion's mane mushrooms. So that would be an awesome find. I've been walking around the woods for about half an hour or so, and I just found a really nice tangerine tree. But they're all really high up there. So it's a really skinny tree, so I'm gonna see if I can bend it down and get those, because those are nice big ones. They look like they're gonna be sweet. So I have this tree bent down, propped up against this oak tree to keep it from swinging back up till I want it to. And I'm gonna pick these, but what happens when a lot of times if you just pick them like that, the peels come off. So I'm gonna use these pruning shears to clip the ones that I wanna bring home, and they'll last a lot longer without the peels being opened. But this is a good find. These things are really nice looking. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try these out. And those are really good ones. Really sweet, no sourness at all to them. So this was a good find. So I got a dozen tangerines to bring home and 3 to snack on while I continue to walk around and forage. I was checking out a wallow and I see a bunch of pigs. There's a bunch of small ones walking around back here feeding. So I think I'm gonna try to get a little one. Cook some of it up for lunch out here. I'm gonna try to sneak up and get a little closer, get a better look at these hogs. I think they just heard me or saw me. It's really hard to film and hunt these without a tripod. But I'm gonna put the camera down and see if I can get up on these little pigs. I'm really excited right now. I just came on a log that is completely covered in oyster mushrooms. This is what I was really looking for out here today. Kind of glad I didn't shoot those pigs. I could have shot those little pigs, but I have so much pork, so I was wanting to film them and look at them a little more than shooting them. I was trying to get closer, and I think the mom, I never saw her, but I saw her tracks with the little ones. So I think she probably winded me or saw me and ran off, and they all ran off. But they didn't, I don't think they went too far. Look, especially when there's little ones like that, they usually stay in a kind of a home base area. So I might go back and just sit there for the evening over that wallow that they were near. But I'm definitely gonna harvest a bunch of these oyster mushrooms and put them in a bag. And so it's been a success already. I got some nice tangerines out here, and now I got a bunch of oyster mushrooms. And they're a little dried out just because I think it's been so so hot. It's been like in the 80s the past couple of days. These probably started flushing when it was raining, but I'm gonna try to find some ones under this log that are a little, yeah, these ones look better. Actually, these aren't oyster mushrooms. They're very similar. These are edible. I gotta look up to remember what their name is, but they look and taste a lot like oyster mushrooms. Just the backside of them is a different pattern, but they smell like oyster mushrooms. So I'm gonna harvest these and then do a little more research on them to figure out exactly what their name is. But anyways, that's a good find. And as always, when you're out foraging mushrooms, you don't want to just harvest something and eat it without any experience. I have found these before, and so I know a little bit about them, but I'm going to definitely learn a little bit more before I start eating them. So I got a gallon Ziploc bag filled with those mushrooms, and I'm getting ready to check on the ID just to double check to make sure what they are. But I think I might go back. I just heard something crashing off. Might be a deer. When I was walking out of that area where I saw those hogs, I saw probably 30 turkeys, a bunch of hens with some toms with them running off, so that was pretty cool. Turkey season is actually coming up next month, so I'm excited about turkey hunting. The only thing is my wife is due to have a baby right around the beginning of turkey season, so I'm not sure how much turkey hunting I'm going to get in this year, but hopefully I'll be able to go at least a little bit after the baby's born. So I'm going to look around a little more. I was looking in this area because I did see some oyster mushrooms that were a little too old last time I was out here a few weeks ago, so I was trying to see if there's any new ones growing around here. So I'm going to look a little bit more, then probably sit down for an evening hunt. So I did get a positive ID on this mushroom. If I can get to focus. It's called Fabulous brasiliensis. I probably pronounced it wrong, but it is a pretty common mushroom around here, and it is edible as well. It's not super flavorful, but it's good to saute and put in soups and such. So I got a gallon Ziploc bag full of these. They smell good, and I'm going to be bringing those home. But now I'm going to go back to where I saw those pigs. There's just a ton of sign over there. I think they're still in that general area, so I'm just going to sit down and kind of get hidden for the evening and see if they'll come back in, and I'll decide whether I want to shoot one or not if they do. I'm set up this evening in the area where those little pigs ran off to. There's a lot of rooting around here, so I'm just going to sit tight till about sunset. Not going to sit too late because I realized I left my headlamp in the car, so all I have is a flashlight on my phone. So I'm going to get out of here before it gets really dark, but hopefully at least see something, maybe film something here this evening. I just got home from being out in the woods all day, and my brother ran our crab trap line today. Caught some crabs, and it's my job to cook them. So I'm going to get cooking these, but he brought me a cooler of ice to cook the crabs in, and I found some goodies in it that he found in the crab traps today. Check this out. Got an octopus, and they'll get in there and eat the crabs, and also a little squid. Now I know I didn't technically pull these out, but they were on my crab line, so I'm going to consider it caught, and I'm going to make some meals out of these. So I'm kind of excited. All I've eaten all day is breakfast. Had a couple tangerines out in the woods. Now I'm going to start cooking some crabs and figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. While my water's heating up to cook the crabs, I'm going to fry up some beer battered fried calamari and mushroom strips. All right, I got some little snacks here. Squid. It's good. And some of that mushroom fried up. Crispy. Like mushroom french fries. I gotta get these crabs out now. Here's my dinner, a seafood feast. Got a few floater stone crab claws to add in with it. I'm gonna grub out on these and call it a day.